So what's up, y'all? Back at it again with another post-workout vlog. I know it's been a minute. It's just I was trying to find the mount because I know if y'all seen the previous one, my mount kept falling off and everything. So now we back. Excuse the glare. I kind of just broke my screen, so I got a new screen cover. So that's why there's a little glare in there. But today I want to talk about like why. I'm sure some of y'all can relate in whatever y'all doing. I mean, why I'm really intense with the gym. Sometimes I'm kind of a dighead too. And the reason why I'm so intense with the gym is just insecurity. I'm not gonna lie. Like, the feeling that I'm not enough. So when I go to the gym is the space where I can really go in and go as hard as I can to make me feel like I'm worth something. Because like just in daily life, I just feel like I'm not doing enough. I'm not enough for the people around me or for myself. And so when I'm in the gym, I'm like, I'm gonna go all out because I feel like I don't go as hard as I could everywhere else. It just makes me feel like I'm not some like lazy piece of shit, to be honest. Like I'm gonna say it like it is. Excuse my French, but it's the truth. It's like the harder I push, the more I feel like I'm deserving to be here and to continue to do things. And it's, some people will say it's toxic, which I agree. It's not necessarily it's not the healthiest thing to say or to do, but I feel at times, well, most times, where it's like I get comfortable doing something and I'm like, I have all these opportunities and some people don't have those, and I'm out here like getting comfortable. And it's like people will tell me, well, actually, you need to rest and everything. But it's like I just don't allow myself to do that. And that in and of itself is an issue. I recognize that. Like I'm not, like I said, that's the way to go. But I'm just telling y'all about like how things go about in my head, right? Sometimes it really feels like like a lot of insecurity. Insecurity is probably what pushes me the hardest to be the greatest person I can be. That it gives me, I guess, that confidence or that false sense of confidence where it's like I need to do more to prove to myself and others that I am worth it. I'm not coming, some people will be like, I'm just that guy. And they'll just like feel like they're that guy, right? They might be, they might not. I feel like I gotta prove like I'm that guy. Because I feel as though I'm just not, and I'm just not. And I want to be that guy in the gym. And like it's a place that allows me to feel like I'm worthy. So again, that's why sometimes like if I know like some guys or girls have worked out with me, it's like I can be kind of a dickhead. And I recognize that, where it's like, come on, like we need to get on it. We need to get on it. Like push harder, push as hard as you fucking, because like I'm in that mindset, I guess, and I bring people in with me in that mindset, which is not fair to them. I have to admit, it's not fair to them. But it's who I am currently at the moment. I'm not saying it's great. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just telling y'all like what it is, right? When I'm in the gym, it allows me to be in a space where I feel like I'm worthy. And when I go outside in my daily life, like it's like the gym is like a reset button. Like if I don't go to the gym for long enough, right, I feel like, or like not even necessarily the gym, but I feel like I gotta expand myself. I gotta work out somehow, like whether it be the gym or doing some sort of activity. Like me just being still and working. Oh, appreciate you, my boy. You letting me pass. Like me physically working, feeling physical pain and pushing through makes me feel like I can push through anything that's thrown at me. Like, it's a part of my day that I look forward to, because I know it's a part of my day which there's times I hate going to the gym. People will be like, Axel lifts and all that, like he's loving it. There's times I hate going in there, but I go there because it's like, if I can do this, I can do whatever else is thrown at me, right? So example, when I hit legs, I take it personally, right? Because that's a big thing that people just don't hit in the gym or don't hit hard. And I want to hit it as hard as I can because it hurts the most. And by pushing through it, it makes me feel like I'm not some lazy piece of shit. Like, I'm worthy. It sounds a little like, like Thor, like feel me, gods of Asgard, like I'm worthy. But it's like that's actually how I feel. Like it makes me feel like I am worthy, and therefore I deserve to be here. Like I earned my place here. Like I'm not just some guy. Like, I mean, I'm some guy, but I'm putting in the work. And that, like, how could I say? It expands in different areas of my life. That's why I have a very bad time. Like, it's very hard for me to accept a gift from everybody. Like when people want to gift me things or do that, I'm like, just don't do that. Don't, because inherently I feel like I'm not worthy. Like, what did I do for you to want to gift me something, right? And people will say, well, it's like, you're my friend, or you're my boyfriend, or you my family, and all that shit. But it's like, I feel like when people want to give things to me, I'm like, why are you giving it to me? What did I do? Like I don't feel worthy when people give me things. I'm like, why are you giving me this? Like, spend it on yourself. Like, do this for yourself. Don't do it for me. Because I just don't feel, I guess, yeah. Like, I don't, I've been talking to you guys. I haven't been watching the road. I gotta make a sharp left turn. Oh boy. I'm in front of I'm in court right now, in front of the court. Hopefully I never gotta go in there. Shit. But, yeah, it's very hard for me to accept things from people just because I feel like I'm not worthy of it. And I'm sure we all have these, like, all have insecurities, but my biggest, I guess, insecurity that pushes me through what y'all see me is just, like, not feeling like I'm enough. So it's like, I see people in my comments, everything, like, yo, like, you inspire me and everything. And I'm so glad I'm inspiring people. Like, that's what I'm doing it for. I want people to be able to look at me and say, like, hey, like, he's doing this day in and day out. Like, he's being consistent, and y'all can draw inspiration from that and work it in whatever area of your life that you're working on, you know? It doesn't have to be the gym. It's just that's what I use as a way to express how I go about things. But understand that everything I do isn't necessarily from a place of, like, I feel great all the time. I would actually argue to say I feel shitty most days, but the gym allows me to feel good. And it's not necessarily like, hey, like it's the place where, like, it's, you could say in a way it's therapy, but it's just a place that, again, I know I keep repeating myself, makes me feel worthy. It makes me feel like I'm not some lazy guy not doing shit. I'm doing something hard. I'm doing something that most people wouldn't. I'm doing something where I'm pushing myself to my limits right after work, so it's like it's even harder. And like I'm coming the other side, seeing results. And that ability to see results over time is also what allows me to do things other than the gym in my personal development. Where it's like, I know this is hard right now, and it is hard, but it will get better. How? How do I know it'll get better? Because I remember having this feeling when I first started working out. I was shitty. I didn't know what I was doing. It was hurting. My form was all off and everything. But I stuck through it. And by sticking through it, I came the other side knowing a lot more, and realizing that ultimately, if you keep doing something over and over and over again, you suck for the first 100,000 times. But this 1,001 time, you get a little better. And then you keep doing it until the little better becomes better, until you come to a point where it's like, wow, people are looking at you like, you're so good. But you don't even realize that, because you're stuck in that, I'm just getting a little better. You see what I'm saying? Like, sometimes it's a little funny when people are like, wow, you look like this, so how can I do this? How can I? And in my mind, I'm just like, damn, I'm just a guy who's been sticking through it, you know? I don't see myself as like, I'm better than this, and like, I'm better than you, and I'm out here doing this, and yeah, I know, and you don't. It's like, no, I've just been lifting a dumbbell, curling a dumbbell for 8 years straight. So if I've been doing that same curling movement, right? I've been curling for, what, 8 years. The way I curled 8 years ago is not the same way I curl now. Because why? Because now I understand things like mind-muscle connection, how to properly hit your bicep. And I'm just using the gym as an example because that's what I do. But the idea is, I do the same thing I did years ago, but I just got better at doing it now. And, you know, what they say is, at least that in professional soccer, they say, there was a player that said, being a great soccer player isn't doing the greatest tricks, it's doing the basic things over and over again so much that you make it look easy. Like, everybody learns how to pass when you play soccer. But then you can look at people and be like, wow, this pass is excellent. But it's the same pass that you practice when you're 3 years old. But you've been doing it over and over and over again. So now you become good, so good. That's like, people are like, wow. But in your mind, it's like, well, I've been practicing it a million times. That's the same way I look at the gym and kind of what the gym helps me realize about life. Where it's like, if I stick through things throughout time, I have to get better. There is no other way. I will suck. At first, I will definitely suck. But once I think, and that's just for me and like my piece of wisdom to you guys, as the young man that I am, if you stick through something long enough, by default you will get better. But don't allow yourself to stop when you first suck. Because you are gonna suck. You have to suck. This idea that you can just start and be good, it doesn't happen. Again, I'm gonna use me as an example just because, like, it's my channel. Right? I wasn't good at lifting and at the gym when I first started. Probably, actually, for a couple of years, because I was lifting by myself. I didn't have any guidance or anything. Looking back, I was pretty bad. My form was terrible. And I'm talking about, like, first 4 years, like, I started lifting really in high school. Late high school, early college, like really college. I'll say college, I started lifting serious. Since college, I really started lifting well, like truly well, my junior year, senior year of college. Before that was just bullshit, I ain't gonna lie. So it's like, and it was years, and people are like, well, damn, Axel's been working out for years. But try to conceptualize what years are. I think people just throw the word years around thinking, it's like, oh, well, he did this for 2 years. No. It's 2 years is 12 months. Well, 12 months times 2, 24. So 24 months. Let's say there's 200. Woo! That was a great line. That bike was big. 365 days. So you're about what? 6, 12, 3, 6. 306. You're about 700 plus days of sucking. That's what it is. 700 plus days of like, you're just shit. Imagine that. People don't get that. It's like 700 days of just being ass. And you keep going through it. So it's like, at least what the gym has taught me is that if you keep pushing, you will achieve things, right? And because, again, my insecurity pushes me to want to do more. And I feel like, again, I'm never enough. I just feel like I'm never enough and I'm not deserving. However, I want to work hard to prove that I am. Yes, I feel that way, but I don't let myself be in like, I'm not deserving. Life fucking sucks. I'm always like, it might not be the best way to go about things, but I'm just telling you guys about me. Like, when I feel like I'm just not, like, when I feel like I'm just not deserving, I'm like, okay, well, I will earn the idea or the right to be deserving. Now, the double-edged sword with that is that, and I've talked about it before, where it's like I've achieved goals today that I wanted back in the day, but I don't feel any more deserving. So I definitely know that I have a lot of work to do when it comes to like self-love and being able to be the best version of myself, because there's something missing and I recognize that. But it's what's allowed me to keep pushing this far. I'm not saying it's right fuel, right? I'm just saying it's what's happening to me. It's the idea, like, I'll be like, I have to win. I have to go. Like, there's no other way to look at it. For example, my show, I have a show coming up, as you guys know. And my only mindset is I have to win. Like, I will win. I'm just here to win. Like, there's no other, like, no matter what, I have to win. You know what I'm saying? And it's just because I don't even want to put that word out there because I'm gonna win, but the insecurity that I need to be enough. I need to get that validation. And it's terrible because that means I'm looking for external validation, and I recognize that, which means that I need to do work internally. I'm very aware, right? But then again, I'm just telling you how I feel about things. And I know in the long run it's not going to benefit me, and I definitely need to work on that. However, it is the reality. So there's times when like I'll be with my friends or just people that care about me, and I'll be, especially like let's say I'm in the gym, I can be very cold at times, like just fucking push. Like, what are you doing? Just push. And in the way, it's not even like I'm talking to them. It's like I'm talking to me, and I'm taking it out on them, and it's not fair to them. And I recognize that, and I feel like a dickhead, and I probably look like a dickhead too. But it comes down to like, I need this for me because I don't know how else to do it. Now, I definitely need to figure out better tools to handle that. I'll give you guys that. But, you know, it is the reality in which I currently live in. I just want to be enough. I just want to feel like I deserve what I have and feel like I earned it. If there was one thing I hated growing up, because I grew up pretty comfortable. Like, I'll never say like I grew up very comfortable, like very upper class. And I always hated hearing, you got everything given to you. You got everything given to you. You got everything given. It's like, it always discounted the work that I could put in something. So like, for example, something like the gym is a place where it's like, I could have gotten genetics. But no, but like the work that I'm putting in there, you cannot take away from me. I don't care how genetically gifted you are. If you're not putting in the work, you're not going nowhere. And it's just a place for me where I'm like, don't take this away from me. That's why, like, again, on top of the insecurity, when I'm like with people, I'm like, just fucking push, just go hard. Just, again, those voices in my head are like, whoa, you had everything. You had everything. You had everything. It's like, I'm working. I want to work. I want to prove to you guys and myself that I'm deserving. And not because I got it, because I earned that shit. I want to prove that I earned it through my sweat and fucking blood, sweat, and tears. Like, I'm really working towards this. And I don't want anybody to hold over my head like, well, you got it because, you know, your dad did this, your mom did this, your family did this, your boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. It's like, well, my girlfriend, I don't have a boyfriend, but y'all get the idea. I just want to prove to them and me, to the people, it's like, nah, I got it. I ain't make it out the mud. I didn't. I was very comfortable. I was very upper class. But what I got in the space that I'm in, I worked hard for it. And you can't ever take that shit away from me. And that's what I want. I just want respect. I want the respect from me. I want me to be like, Axel, you earned that shit. And people to be like, he did earn that shit. So, yeah. Now I'm at home. Again, I'm sorry it's been a delay, but I just wanted to let y'all in into like a bit like what's going on. And yeah, man, I'll try to, now that I got the shit situated, I'll do these a lot more frequently. I've been very MIA, and I'm sorry. So yeah, we'll be back sooner than later. Fix that screen because that blur is like fucking with me. And I'm gonna see y'all in the next one.